Hi, everyone! I am the goddess of radical self love, and this is MECA. Make everyone count always. We are a support network for radical self love, true love for the self, letting go of shame and guilt. Goodbye. Yesterday, right? Get away. Having full forgiveness and compassion for the self and empathy. Treating yourself with tender, loving care through self-care. Becoming an expert in self-care. And with these two, and master manifestation, becoming master manifestors, letting go of fear, worry, doubt, the yuckies, and replacing them with trust and belief. Today, well, let me just say, I won't forget, since the only reason we exist, MECA, make everyone count always, our family, is because of our support and understanding of the value care receivers and those who care for them, caregivers, bring to each and every one of us. And we, our family here at MECA, is here to support and serve, value, lift our caregivers and care receivers. Action-based. That means volunteering, like doing things around your community to help. I know, it's crazy. So, thank you so much for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions. Thank you so much for helping to grow our family. Today is Master Manifestation Monday. Yay! So, get out your planners. Yes, I have. The first thing on every day is vlog. Do you know the only thing that I haven't written in here yet? Well, I'm sure there's a lot. Is our number one thing. See, this is why I'm telling you why any of this has ever happened with the vlogging is to hold myself accountable. And if it can help anybody else along the way or bring you joy and happiness, so be it. Either way. So, first up is our care plan for the week. And I actually just started my care plan for yesterday early with bringing the dog out on the walk. Yes, it's my new thing. Because I need more sun. So dog walks are happening. Which means I have to quit working sooner. So, when, it's a lesson, right? When we want to receive one thing or do one thing or whatever, we have to let go of another. So, it's always that release, receive, right? So, we need to have a backup plan, though, just in case it rains, because it has been a lot. Well, I'm already going to do my tub time at 9, so that's a given, obviously. Oh, yes. And I really am going to go back to the club. It's just, I literally am, I am on a time thing, but I really want to go back to it. So I might have to do that on Wednesday. No, I know why. Because the Conscious Queen has surgery on Wednesday, and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so that's why it's gonna be Thursday. So, workout at club. See, yeah, great. I know, and I have to do that one Friday too. So, yeah. And meditation every day, for sure. Even 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. It has to happen. Especially after just being sick, as you all know, because it was like, I don't know, when you're not feeling right or something, like, and you get really stagnant energy, and all of a sudden you just don't even look the same, you don't act the same, you don't think the same, you're just like, is this ever gonna end? Like, in your head, for me, I was feeling better, but it was like, what happened to my pet? So dumb. I know. Like, is it coming back ever, or have I lost it? Well, let me tell you. So, I do have something to read, but I'm just wondering if we should save this to the end. And I haven't even actually read it yet, so I'm like, do I read something that I haven't? Sounds good to me. So, I did get done with the catch you up. I'm working on a manifestation, not manifestation. Why am I saying that? Well, it does help you manifest stuff, but a motivation map. So it's an assessment that you take, and shows what motivates you and what current you're in, and I tell you about the currents, and you can find others who are like yourself, especially if you're dating, through one of the companies that uses or is using my assessment. So it's ibuyme.com if you want to do it, and I think their chat rooms are open too if you want to use those. So it's just funny because while I am not well and I'm still doing all this work and whatever, it's, for me, it's really cool to have like another whole team now, so that it's like I'm not the only one who's being excited. So it's awesome to have other people around you who know what is going on somewhat. I mean, like, we don't all do the same jobs, obviously, but it's like sometimes you just need that extra, bit of other people's energy. Normally I'm the one who's like giving it, to everyone, and it's like, not that I don't enjoy that, but it's like when I'm not feeling well, I just want to be like, everyone get away. I need to replace my energy, so it's really hard for me to be around people when I'm not feeling well. So when I'm on the phone talking, or we're having our little, group combo, getting to hear other people's excitement and their energy coming through the phone, even if it's like, hurry it up, it's still really awesome, because it's like, kind of gets, hard to motivate yourself alone sometimes. Like, well, that's if you don't have like an actual obvious drive, like saving the entire universe. Just kidding. So, after I forgot to do our planner, after our planner, when we were done with our self-care, we were supposed to do our intentions for the week, which obviously mine all revolve around blogging, self-care, blogging, making the Maslow manifest or motivational map, and ads and whatnot for iBod. And yeah, it's nice to have other people who, can help support the energy required for said dreams to come true, right? So, it's not that I'm losing, or it's not that I was losing, faith or trust or whatever. It's just doesn't always look so shiny, right? Like right in your face. And yeah, so it helps to have somebody who's throwing dharma coins all over you. That helps, blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Yes, blessings, all my friends and family. So filling the cup. When you're filling the cup, your own cup, your self-care cup, if you're doing that practice over and over, you will find others who, not out of codependency, and maybe without even realizing how much they're helping you and how many dharma coins they're throwing at you in your face, right? Like little shiny mirrors of all the works that you've done that have earned you this good karma. And so they're throwing these coins, right? The only way we meet those people, that are genuine and maybe not even, maybe they don't even have to fully be focused on you, because it's if you all have a separate third, well, obviously, if you have a dream you all are working on together, some kind of project, your view is going to be out there and not really as closely relating to each other. It's kind of funny because I've had some other, business partners before. And it's really funny because, how they have time to be looking around. Hey, we have a job to do. And so when you're on a team with other people that are hey, we have a job to do, right? It makes it a lot easier to just do your job and not have to worry. That's awesome. But only through self-care do you start recognizing those people, or do the universe trust you with those people? Because you're attracting the same type of people. So if you're all busy worker bees, you're gonna meet other busy worker bees, right? So, and somehow you're gonna do it. Maybe on ibobby.com. So, but there is still, and has been, maybe it was because I was sick, where I was having more negative and stagnant thoughts come into my mind, and I'm just wondering if that is it. I think it is, if you're not feeling well, because then you have time to sit around and think almost, maybe you're not even thinking, you're just swimming in your subconscious even when you're sleeping, you know? So you're not even having time to really work out any of the yucky in there. But then when you're awake, I don't know. It's interesting though, because there was quite a few times where fear, doubt, worry, all those things did creep in there, and I was like, okay, put on your protection, right? Trust and believe, ask questions, ask for help, you know, help. I need a bit of abundance at this time. Thank you. Right? But through all of it, it's interesting too, because through all of it, it's like maintain. And I was like super, super happy, and I told you guys about it a little bit ago, like with all these things that were happening. I was like, okay, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna like get all emotionally tied into this and like let it drag you around and I'm so happy, and then like 2 days later something else happens and you're all like, I'm so sad. So it's like, just okay, observe it. So it's like, that's really how I've been doing it. So even when in the midst of like, when there are these, things popping up and I'm going, why are these things popping up and where are they coming from and why? I'm just like watching them, like, well, I can pop a little hole in that one for sure, so like, where did that come from though, A lot of stuff has come like at me from indirect people or whatnot that makes not a lot of sense. And now we're going into Mercury retrograde. It was yesterday. I don't know. It's a lot of all the old stuff is coming up new that, like, really? So, I don't know if any of you are following anything I have to say. My son is totally screaming right in there, but at least he's home. Oh my gosh. For real, he is yelling. So tomorrow is Self-Transformation Tuesday. Oh yeah, we did push the date out. I was going to tell you for the iBot open for the actual launch date for August 1st. So I'm thinking, you guys want to go on there and chat? Like, we can maybe do surveys on there and see if there's any questions you guys have that pop up or whatnot. Would be cool. ibodme.com. And I believe she will be handling, my partner will be handling the chat rooms. Not me. For now. I don't want to deal with that. So I think we should check her out really quick, right? Becoming a practical mystic. Jacqueline Small. The magical work of focused intention. And so, focused intention, right? Like our intentions, we call things certain terms that people need to understand. You can just delete if they don't fit you. Like, if you don't want to hear the word magic, just pretend I didn't say it. And like, whatever fits, like intention, does that word sound better? Then keep it. We just have different terminology that does make people offended sometimes, and I'm sorry if it does for you. I'm not trying to. I'm reading a book and helping you if you would like to manifest the life of your dreams, like I have. I am. And have, yes. I'm a very happy person. So, most of the time, except for when I was sick this last week. I was really, really sick. So, magical work of focused intention. Truth never descends to our world of error. He who would know it must ascend to that world of reality where he can see face to face and for a while become living truth. J.J. Vanderfleet. Practical mystics utilize this power of spiritual intention. Through invocation and evocation, you can learn to practice your highest spiritual intention daily. Right when you get up, when you take a shower, cleanse and protect, strengthen, expand, be happy, become a magnet for all you desire. Right? And always start with gratitude. You can learn to practice your highest spiritual intention daily, and it will become the guiding principle that governs all your activities, in fact, your whole life. This will not only be for your sake, but for the good of us all. The practice of aligning with your spiritual intention every day focuses your energy and your interest away from your past and towards your unfolding future. It expands you beyond your personal life and brings you face to face with a greater vision of reality. In this new way of being, you may even choose to sacrifice some of your old own happiness for the sake of something with a higher purpose. You know, like some people who have left the comforts and found new comforts to follow their dreams, passion, goals, and desires, right? Their higher spiritual calling. Someone like moi. Selfless service, however, must come from a cup that is full. Full. Radical self-love, full. Kind of full, right? A cup that is full, not empty. Attempting to replace a needy ego's desires with selfless service to humanity does not work, because needy love isn't capable of being truly selfless. Sometimes being seen as one who serves is the real motivation for service. The ego is attaching to appearing selfless. You may not be owning how much you need to be needed for your own self-esteem. And honestly, I literally deal with this all the time, like have to question myself and question myself and check myself, because I had made this agreement with my higher self that when I walked down this path, that this would never be for selfish reasons. So it's for you, obviously, and for me, because I'm learning, but and growing and expanding, serving. If you are still carrying a heavy load of unexamined baggage from your past, or some sore places where you have been unable to forgive others or yourself, these uncooked seeds may sprout up in your service relationships. Unfortunately, you might not even be aware of this. You will think your bad feelings are everyone else's fault. Clarifying and focusing on your own true reason for being or doing anything is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to cut through fragmented truth. Seeing ourselves clearly is active meditation or positive, forward-moving prayer. You build qualities rather than reflecting upon them. Instead of stilling your mind, you are using it actively to build thought forms as a first step towards manifesting good works. Active meditation and affirmations, intentions. Allowing your focused spiritual intention to become a constant guide for all your earthly activities is more an attitude towards life than an actual technique. Though it begins with a specific activity, later it will become a way of life. Yeah, okay. Here are some of the qualities that are prerequisites for the magical work of focused intention. A respect for spiritual law and cosmic principle as the governing forces of reality, which hermetic principles we just talked about, right? 2, an inner sensitivity to recognize your spiritual purpose and mission in life. Because once you find your spiritual purpose and mission in life, you can, for myself, that's what it really took to really love myself, become the goddess of radical self-love, right? Because I stopped looking at myself so much, right? It was like, how can I help? What needs to be done? Not, how can I help me? Right? The ability to recognize spiritual law in action, the capacity to overlook non-essential and to emphasize essentials, a willingness to volunteer, suppress your personal interests for the good of the whole, a steady contact with an inner source of wisdom, strength, and love, a willingness to do your part whenever your divine assistance comes. If you have any of these qualities, you are on your way to becoming a messenger of truth and love, a practical mystic. I've observed that when you commit to the process of putting God first, all your life circumstances begin fitting nicely with this goal. In my group work with hundreds of people each year who are coming into spiritual expressions of their life's work, we use the following as our group invocation. Let reality govern my every thought, and truth be the heart of my life. For so it must be, and help me to do my part. For us, reality with a capital R means the absolute reality behind all our sense perceptions. The great psychologist Carl Jung called this the unus mundus, or the one world that existed before us, containing all possible creations. By truth with the capital T, we mean the greater truth behind all individual notions based on our idiosyncratic expressions. Through your willingness to align with reality and truth, you can invoke new qualities that counterbalance the old weaknesses and immature or illusionary aspects of your nature, right? So walk and roll away Wednesdays, we can let go, release, like what I actually was just talking about, like releasing to receive, you have to be able to look at what needs to be changed, right? And let go of which does not serve you. And it a lot of times is something you are doing yourself, to yourself, right? In other words, you can count on this process to help you grow into the person you truly want to be right now. Your focused spiritual intent, when we make made conscious gives you a way to immute your greater self right here, moment by moment, in your ordinary routines. It is an I don't know what's wrong with me. Imitation process in which you call up whomever or whatever it is you desire to be. But once the new influences come, you must be willing to undergo whatever emotional, physical, and behavioral changes may be necessary for these pure qualities to come through. Yeah, walk and roll away from a walk. It's a lot to walk and roll away from, right? Because you have to let go of all these things you no longer are. You have to let go of all these things that no longer define you. And I know you can't be defined. Blah. However, there are traits that you align to. There are morals, there are values, there are things that are like constantly in ebb and flow and changing, likes and dislikes, strengths and challenges. This feels like rain, right? And so you have to be willing and understanding with like the way nature happens, the ebb and flow of people, places, situations, events, you know. That's why it's like time changes out, you know, heals all wounds. Ebb and flow, you know. I swear, I feel like I have bugs all over me. I can't help it. This is how we manifest heaven on earth. You are literally making yourself transparent so you can shine forth the qualities of your higher self with clarity. You are sculpting yourself into a brilliant instrument that matches the ideal in its essence. This is not a path for the faint-hearted. You must be willing to remove or purify anything that is in the way of truth. Yeah. I'm telling you, that is why I started doing a vlog, because I did not want to do this alone. I did not want to. It is really, really hard to like live a life that is focused on trusting and believing in a higher, greater good and purpose, and really like for the first time in my life being able to like literally say I love myself and like understand that how much I have to offer just like everyone else here, and like I don't have to prove it and neither do they. We are literally magic. We're just the fact that we're here is a miracle. Like each and every day is a miracle. We are being able to see everything that's around us and witness it, and I'm just forever grateful that you guys allow me to share and teach if you're learning anything. It's special to me, so thank you so much. Every time I get start, like my eyes are like watering and they start burning, and oh my god, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to my other work. You know. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow on Self-Transformation Tuesday. Bring on the meditation. Thank you so much. Love you all. Buenas. Ciao, ciao for now.